I'm very happy to be joined here today by Sierra Bennett from the Vic Juba. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, now it is a brand new year, and I know we did talk a few weeks before Christmas about what sort of things that shows that people can look forward to in the new year. And we are definitely going to be talking about some of the 2025 shows that are coming up very soon. But first, I want to talk about your website. It got a little bit of an upgrade, a little bit of a makeover, and it is up and running now for those who would like to use it. So tell me a little bit about that process and how easy it is for users to buy tickets and to look at the shows.
Yeah, so we got our new website. We're absolutely loving it so far. It's definitely like more user friendly. The interface is just so clean and slick, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it too. At the Vic Juba, like the people that attend our shows, they're anywhere from like 5 years old to 95 years old. So our older like ticket holders and those that come to our theater, they even said this was one of the first times that I was able to buy my tickets online because it was so easy for me to do so. So that makes me so happy that they were able to do that because sometimes it can be like very frustrating and it can be overwhelming when you're not quite sure where to go, what to do, and then it saves you a trip out in the cold of like coming to the box office and everything. So yeah, it's been really good.
Absolutely. That sounds awesome. And I was taking a look at it and it looks fantastic. A little bit of an upgrade, which is always nice. And it's fantastic that you guys are getting the feedback that you are, the positive feedback, and it's user friendly too. I know even my parents sometimes struggle with technology and like those sort of online ticket purchasing, and even I sometimes struggle with it. So it's nice that it is very user friendly and it's working out and it's a success. Now, going off of that, you guys have a lot of shows planned for this year, especially this first half of the year. Starting, there are a few school productions going on, starting on the 17th of January, Hades Town, put on by the Lloyd Comp. And then there's also Finding Nemo Jr. So tell me a little bit about those plays that are being put on by youth theater.
Yeah, so January at the Vic Juba is really all about local talent, it seems like, because like you said, we got the comp with Hades Town, then we have Center Stage Studios with Finding Nemo Jr. I don't know if you've ever been to a comp drama production before, but they are always so amazing. I know when I was in high school, I was a Holy Rosary kid, but I still went to the comp acts. I watched their Grease production and their ABBA production, and both of them were amazing. Their set design is great, the actors are incredible, and like the vocals are amazing. It's sometimes you forget, you're like, wow, like these are all people from our community. You would think that you're going to the city for like a big production, right? So they do a wonderful job. Highly recommend going and checking them out. And then Finding Nemo Jr., that's just such a perfect thing to take your kids to. If you have like little siblings, maybe take the grandkids out. Finding Nemo, just such a cute story. And again, it is that local talent. It is everyone like in the community coming together and just putting on a great show. So yeah, that Hades Town is happening next week, and then at the end of the month is Finding Nemo Jr.
That's very exciting, especially the Lloyd comp. I was a theater kid as well in a different city, but I know just how much work and time and effort goes into building the sets, making the costumes, and doing the actual production. So I have no doubt that the comp will put on a fantastic performance. Now, moving on to February is that's kind of when the Dr. H.A. McDonald series kind of begins. And for those who grew up in the early 2000s and into today will know who the Mini Pop Kids are. There's been different variations of them over the years. So tell me a little bit about that performance coming up on February 7th.
Yeah, so Mini Pop Kids, February 7th, it's going to be full of fun. Take the kids out. I'm probably going to go with my friends because I was a huge Mini Pop Kids fan when I was younger. Like, if I could find my 2007 CD that I have, like, I'd be like, can you guys sign this, please? Can you please sign this? So yeah, it's perfect. Like, especially February, Valentine's Day. If you have any little Valentines, you know, your kids, grandkids, younger siblings, like, definitely take them out. And they perform like all the hits, right? And it's all fun, and and they do their little dances, and it's just amazing. So, highly recommend Mini Pop Kids. I know I'm probably gonna be there even though I'm 21. I'm a loyal fan.
Absolutely. You know, you grew up and like I said, they started out in the early like mid early 2000s and they're still around to this day. They may not be the exact same mini pop kids, but they're still, you know, the group continues on throughout the years. So that's very exciting. And then the next day, if you're not really into the mini pop kids, there is a production of Sleeping Beauty happening as well. So tell me a little bit about what that show entails and what people should know.
Yeah, so Sleeping Beauty is also local talent actually. It's being performed by United Ballet Company. So that's going to be super cool. Again, just showing up and seeing like all of the local people dancing, and it's again a really good show for kids, families. We also have a twist with that one. Gervais Torreson donated a Nintendo Switch Lite for us to do for a giveaway for this show. So at random, someone will be chosen to receive this Nintendo Switch Lite, which is super cool.
That is very exciting and the perfect incentive to fill those seats as well. Who wouldn't want a free gaming console for just
Right?
going and the show itself is going to be beautiful too. Just seeing ballet live, I think is a beautiful art form personally for me. So having it in a full show is spectacular. Now for those who are music lovers as well, you guys do hold a lot of concerts too. Highwaymen coming March 8th. Talk a little bit about that and then maybe some other musical acts that people can look forward to for the first half of this year.
Yeah, so the Highwaymen tribute show is actually put on by Dan Cugnett, who, if you remember from the SCMA Awards, he was actually one of the Saskatchewan artists that came here and performed. He did our kickoff concert, and he was amazing. He really has that old country sounding voice. Some of the feedback that we got while advertising the show was some people don't know who the Highwaymen are, which I was actually kind of surprised about that for being in Lloyd and all the country music lovers. So for those that don't know who the Highwaymen are, that's like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. Think of the song Ghost Riders in the Sky, like that type of old country. So if you're into that, definitely come check it out. I know my grandparents are going to be there because they love that. They love that music. And then after that, we also have April 7th, we have Glass Tiger coming. So classic Canadian rock band. They have so many hits, and we're really excited for that too. That's gonna be very, very good. If you're not into Glass Tiger and you're like, oh, I still want that old country again, but I can't make the Highwaymen tribute work, we have the Bellamy Brothers coming as well. So they'll be coming May 5th, I believe it is. And then on May 12th, we have a Patsy Cline and Hank Williams tribute show as well. So that's kind of what's coming up for the spring.
That sounds very exciting and a lot to choose from. Like I said at the beginning, the Vic Juba is jam packed this year, which is awesome, and a lot to choose from. Lots of different interests that to take part in, and maybe even find a new interest. If you know, like with the Highwaymen, you may discover some new music that you never really discovered if you don't know who they are, but love the genre. It's definitely a perfect opportunity to kind of expose yourself to that. So that's amazing. The first half of this year sounds like it's going to be a spectacular one. So thank you for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck for the first half of the year. And I'm sure we will definitely talk again later on about the rest of the year. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's always great to chat with you.